TYTSports, Ben and Francis with you. So Michigan wide receiver Csont'e York, normal spelling of Csont'e, C-S-O-N-T''E. Csont'e York has been thrown off the Michigan football team, suspended indefinitely because surveillance video has caught him dropping a guy with a right and knocking him down and out. The men had had a confrontation before. It's a little unclear about what the confrontation was. Basically, according to police reports, it was about hockey and football. But they were jawing at each other, and York and his friend, who was in the video too, which you will see, another receiver, Denario Jones. Do I have his name right? Is that correct? So Denario Jones, so Jones and York said that the guy bumped him, like with the shoulder.
How awful.
Yeah. So now if you look before the punch is lowered, well, let's roll the video and I'll identify the people who are relevant in this video. So you're going to want to take a look at the guy in the fisherman's cap. That's York. The guy with his back to the video is the victim. Now right there you see, oh, bang. We're going to have to take a look at it a couple times because I also love the girls who, okay, so freeze it. Can we freeze it? Okay, so the guy with his back to us, that's the guy who's about to get punched.
Yeah.
The guy in the tank top is Jones, who is with York. The guy in the fisherman's cap is the puncher. That's York. So what you're going to see is the victim, who hasn't been identified but is not on the Michigan hockey team, is the victim kind of leaning in and saying something to Jones. Right there, freeze it again. Now, watch York, because you can already see him start to do it. He's getting ready to punch.
Yeah.
He says in his quote here that he pressed up on him face to face, exchanging words for no reason. I got nervous and scared about the situation, so I hit the guy. I punched him. He's leaning into his friend, but there doesn't seem to be a great reason to have a tremendous amount of fear here. And you're going to see York again wind up and deliver the punch. Now, before we roll it, those two girls in the foreground who look identical, they both have frizzy hair and clearly got dressed together. They don't seem involved at all, but as soon as the guy goes down, so first we're gonna watch York deliver the punch. The guy will go, and then the girl, here's the punch coming. The guy back, boom, and now, so he's about to go down. Now watch the girls. They're like, oh, what happened? Let's go see if he's okay. No, let's just run away. Let's get as far away from this situation as conceivably possible. Proud moment for everybody. The statement from Michigan head coach Brady Hoke is this: Csont'e York is suspended indefinitely for failing to meet team standards, will not report for fall camp. We demand every person in our program represent the University of Michigan and the Michigan football program the right way on and off the field. When people fall short of that, there are consequences. The consequences, he is suspended indefinitely, and I suspect is certain to face charges. He was not that drunk. Blood alcohol 0.057, below the legal limit.
Just, as I said, it's so annoying to see people who are in the spotlight more because he's a college athlete just do something that's just completely uncalled for and cowardly, which is, I don't mind going on record saying that is such a cowardly move to punch someone who's not facing you. It's just ridiculous because in his statement is so invalid. I don't know if this happened before. If he's talking about whether he was face to face with him before this, but we can only go with what the surveillance looks like. And he's face to face with his friend. He doesn't look as if he's being overly aggressive. I don't know what was said. I think you said it was a horrible insult. What was it again he said to them? Well,
apparently, according to Jones, Jones told police that as the victim leaned in, which is what we see, leaning into Jones, which is visible in the video, he said, "You think you're really tough. You guys are some expletive, probably some shit."
Oh my goodness, how dare he say that? I mean, that's just, that deserves...
You got to sucker punch that
deserves a wild jaw. That's
that's what we got to get to. So here's the victim appears not to know the punch was coming, which you can clearly see. Knocked out a tooth, broke his jaw in 3 places. Broke his jaw in 3 places. This is from M Live. We're getting this information. Temporary use of a breathing tube because they had to wire his jaw shut. This is all in the police report. So guy's seriously injured. He's going to be okay, but seriously injured. So you got to look at serious criminal charges there. That's obviously a serious assault charge, a felony assault charge, one would imagine. Jones, in fact, will be charged with a count of aggravated assault, 2 counts of assault and battery. And this is the kind of thing obviously could kick a guy off the team permanently.
What's going to annoy me though, like last point for me, is that it's going to come out. People are going to justify this action. Oh well, he shouldn't have leaned in face to face. If another man gets face to face with you, get that. No, you don't. Like, see these people that have this this perception, it's shocking because it's happened before. I know there's been other acts in media recently with violence, and people are justifying violence by the fact if someone steps in your personal space, you get to knock them out and break their jaw. That is disgusting point of view for one, and just the fact that you're not facing him as a man is the second point, because he's punching him from side on, and it gets me infuriated because I've been on the receiving end of a couple of punches. I mean, I've had to keep my good looks about me, but it's still on the receiving end of a couple of sucker punches. Yeah, in my nose. That's why he's broken.
Have you punched back?
I didn't get the time to punch back. It was in the middle of a game. It's gonna be tough.
So we will follow the story as it develops. That's what they always say on local news, but there's a good chance we will never, ever mention it again.